What is going on? Welcome to Heaven on Earth. I'm Michael, the Leo Mystic, and this is where I channel the astrological guidance for the 20th until the 26th of December. Happy winter solstice, 21st of December. Capricorn season is here. The boss, the mountain. I wanted to put the mountain here to really give that feel of Capricorn. We're going to dive deeper and it is going to be, whoa. I've got some stuff to tell you. And as with every changing of zodiac season, we open up the Heaven on Earth community, working with the energies of Capricorn this season. 6 ways, 6 meditations for you to tune in to this Capricorn season, all the way from adapting to Capricorn season, to aligning with, to embodying it, to drawing it in via the chakra, which is the root chakra. Capricorn is the root chakra. And then expressing it in your own unique way. We do it together in group. We got about 17 people right now in the Heaven on Earth community. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of support there, and especially in these times, it goes really deep, and we're helping each other so much. And we got Charlotte as well, who is bringing her moon guidance. You have a full moon and new moon report that is included. You have messages from Spirit that I read, the card readings, the oracle cards, and based on the astrology, specific guidance for your sun, your moon, and your ascendant sign for the whole month. Guest speaker, 50% on workshops. That's all in the Heaven on Earth community for just $47.99 per month. You want to be there, especially in these times. Learning to live according to the cycles of nature, the planets, and your own inner voice. That truth, the truth of the inner voice. Go and check it out. The link is in the description below. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Now let's dive deeper into the winter solstice chart. That is what I'm going to focus on, because honestly, that is what determines the energy for the whole winter, 1, and 2 for the whole month, and now also obviously for the whole week. So we got a lot going on. Man, the sun in Capricorn is so beautiful. It is, we have, reached the mountain, but as you might see, the mountain is pretty fucking cloudy. That's because we got some storm to face. But let's just first focus on what is the potential of Capricorn. It's authority, it's the boss, it's integrity, which is the value that keeps all your values together. It's the highest good. It's like really man-made law. It's you being in your full grown-up version, ambition, goals, career, business, institutions. It's very powerful. It's the mountain goat, that stands very firmly on that mountain, even if it is wobbly. So in the winter solstice, this is a moment where in Europe and in the northern hemisphere, we go into, well, I would say a whole 3 months of night. The 24-hour cycle, Capricorn is the night. It's midnight. So this is where we sleep. This is where we restore. This is where we go within. Capricorn is a feminine sign. It is about restoring. And if you think about it, the sun too went all the way down to the lowest point on the 21st of December, stays there for 4 days, 4.5, 5, till the 25th of December, which is what Christmas is, and honestly, it's because the 21st until the 25th, the sun stays in the sign of crux, which is the cross, which is obviously Jesus Christ, cross, and that's why there is 5 days or 4 days of, where Jesus then, the Son, Jesus gets reborn the 25th, and it's returning of the light. And it's very symbolical, and that is what's happening on Earth too. We're for 4 days, really we are in the moment of the darkest times, where we really have to honor nature, where we have to stop and reflect, where we have to go within, take time to appreciate what we have received during that whole year, and where we now respect a yin cycle, where we see that we cannot have light without darkness, where we cannot have summer without winter, where we cannot have plants and food without the ability to allowing to restore. You cannot keep growing if you, that's what happens here, I would say, with so much fire, heat. You see the grass here, right? It's freaking December, and the grass, except for that, because I've been watering that piece here, but because there's a banana plant, but here it's so dry, and that's what happens. There's not a lot of possibility to restore. You need to sleep in order to, have the most energetic day. So I really am emphasizing this so much. I am stopping with work on the 21st of December, especially until the 25th. That's the returning of the light. But I'm doing it until the 12th of January. I'm just doing almost nothing. I have a community, so I got to be in there, right? But mostly what I do, I work every single day, and now I'm not going to do that. There's just little tweaks, and I really suggest you try to do that in your possibility too, because this is meditation. This is when you eliminate all the noise around you. You have an ability to listen to your inner voice, to tune into the cycles of nature, to tune into the cycles of the planets. You hear not with your physical ear, but you hear with your inner ear. Oof. That is so important, people, especially nowadays with so much social media, so much noise and frequencies that are not yours. So you better be tuning into your own frequency. So let's talk about the solstice, the winter solstice chart then. It's a sun in the 8th house of inactivity. All right. But on a 5D level, we see in the 7th house of the ability to, if you embody your solar purpose, your sun, your energy, to shine, to stand in your power, in your own authority. And you do that together with others. It's also on a 3D level, we can see how we got Mercury, Sun, Venus, and Pluto in the 8th house of money, other people's resources. This is honestly money, values. That is, there's something going to happen with that. Pluto's there, Venus is retrograde there. This is the breaking down of. Capricorn, the sun comes in Capricorn, is about authority, structure, business, integrity, building a society. All right. So that in of itself makes Saturn important, and Saturn is restrictions, blocking, fears, but the ability to just like rebuild it with the most crucial components. But Saturn on Tuesday, I think, I'm not sure anymore, but no, that's not true. On somewhere around this week, It might be on Wednesday or Thursday. Anyway, it's somewhere around there. Anyway, Saturn goes so slow, man, that it is already an aspect. But exact on Thursday, Saturn square Uranus. That's been going on for a whole year, and this is the third time. Saturn, last quarter square Uranus. Our responsibilities, crisis in consciousness. What are our responsibilities? What is our highest good? Especially when it comes down to Aquarius, the people, the future. Squaring Uranus, well, it's about allowing Saturn, the structure, to be built by the people, not forcing people, which is what's going on. But we, the people, have to realize our responsibility. Saturn in Aquarius. We have to realize our responsibility to build that future, Uranus in Taurus, a future of the new Earth. But there's some beauty in this, as Uranus in Taurus makes Venus important. Venus is retrograde. Exact. Like 3 days in on Pluto. This is the ability to break down in pieces. That's what Pluto does. It breaks material down. It tears it down. Uranus erupts it. It like, this is like the hammer or the drill. But Pluto just like piece by piece breaking it down with Venus in Capricorn. Structures falling down. So on a 3D level, Venus retrograde, money, relationships are falling apart. You know, and it's in the 8th house, so it's not a good sign. Opposite, the moon in Cancer. The people, moon in Cancer, are in their home, in the 2nd house of their comfort zone, opposing. In the meanwhile, in the hidden realms, this means secretively, beyond your knowing, whilst you are in your home, whilst we are in our home, there's money disruption, relationship disruption, anything that is possessions are being taken away as we speak. But on a 5D level, this means we have the ability to break structures down and to gradually rebuild a society. If we, Saturn Aquarius on a 5D level, we the people, energetically, but also in our actions, really, it's time to fucking act. Please. And this means knowing your integrity, knowing your lines, knowing your limits, and saying no and saying yes where it is needed. Coming together, brain fucking storm. Think together, act locally, think globally. Rick Levine is very famous for saying that, and I support it. So, we got Mercury in Capricorn, and Gemini ascendant makes Mercury important. Gemini ascendant means that there's going to be a lot of speaking, a lot of doing, a lot of, not doing, but like, just talk. But Mercury in Capricorn is just like, you need a plan. Otherwise, it's not going to be accepted. And what's more is that there's restrictions. Mercury in Capricorn is restricted. It's in the 8th house. It is hidden. It's like the ability to speak up is just going to be masqueraded. It's just going to be put there. But the ability on a 5D level to do so much fucking research, to really, with your head, start making the connections, putting the pieces back together, and saying yes this and yes that. And that is beautiful. So 3D, 5D need each other, but we're seeing it crumbling down. We're seeing the structures falling apart. But on an energetic level, if the people take their responsibility, if you take your responsibility, if you act, if you stop saying no, yes, and start saying no against what is against your values. This is about integrity, man. Sun in Capricorn is the 7th house. We need to take our responsibilities. You know, but we're in the belly of the dragon. I've talked about this a lot, and I've said it many times. Lockdown, lockdown. And what happened 2 days ago? Holland put a lockdown. Do you think Belgium's not going to follow? Do you think UK's not going to follow? Do you think, like, every country is going to follow? In the belly of the dragon, where we're stuck, and we're, again, going to have to reflect on what the true meaning of life is. That's the beauty of it. In the meanwhile, they're trying to, like, put restrictions on us and all these things. But honestly, we're waking up, man. And the more people start taking their responsibility, the more this is all going to crumble down. And they know it. They know it. All right? So just take your responsibility. Just go within. Just tune in to your higher self. Just go to center. Stop complying. Stop. You know? Do what needs to be done. What your higher self and your heart says. For everybody, that's different, man. So you do you. All right? And then everything's all going to be fucking fine. Much love, the Leo Mystic. Peace.